Sri Lanka, you guys show us like the best hospitality I ever experienced, and also whatever was what we were in need, you guys just provide us. And I just want to really say thank you to Sri Lankan Army and Sri Lankan people. I really got impressed, me, my friends, and all of our team. So it was a great experience for me. Hopefully I can come over next time, so we can just get rid of this corona issue, so I can enjoy the Sri Lanka.
Helen, I wanted to come to Sri Lanka for diving holidays, and we had to come to quarantine. In the beginning I was panicked. It's better than in Germany actually, it's faster. Your government reacted faster. We hope after the quarantine, when we will be healthy and cool, and stay a little bit longer in Sri Lanka because, well, we like it here very much. It's a good facility and also a nice area. I know that the curfew is very strict. I think it's the right decision to be strict in order to have a better situation with the corona. So people have to understand, and not everybody is capable to understand quite easily. You have also a lot of older people here, like everywhere, and you have to protect them, and I think you do that quite well. Yeah. Nobody died until today, so congratulations.
My name is Bengt Messing. I'm originally from Sweden. I came to Sri Lanka initially in 2005, at the time working for the United Nations, the United Nations Development Program. And I worked with them for 5 years here, and now I am retired, and as a retiree, since I like the country very much, I decided I wanted to settle here instead of going back to my own country. So for 9 years now I have lived here as a retiree, and I'm very happy being here. Now, a couple of weeks ago I went outside of the country, came back, and in the meantime the policy of sending everybody who came back to the country to quarantine also of course included me, and which I think I very much support that policy of Sri Lanka. I think it's the right thing to do. I think it's the right thing to take an aggressive approach in tackling this global threat that we are facing. So I have now spent 12 days here. I have another 2 days to go before I can return to my home in Colombo, where, because there is also a curfew ongoing, so I will continue to isolate in my home, and that also I'm quite happy to comply with these regulations that have been put in place for the purpose of the safety of everybody. And what I have seen since I returned to Sri Lanka, this has been very well organized. The involvement of the army has been, I think, a big plus in that sense, and we have been very well taken care of here by the army team, by the medical team, by everybody who works here. And I've also had the pleasure of being put here together with a great group of people who have been able to keep a high spirit all the time, although it's very difficult for many of them to be here because they have families, and that they are of course eager to go back and see soon.
So at the same time, sir, you may heard the people who came out from the countries like you, they have hide from the quarantine process. So what are the messages you want to give them, because now you are in a quarantine process, you may feel the real process, how it's going?
Personally, I think that is a very non-patriotic way of doing things, and they should not have had any fear of the quarantine process, because it has been handled very well, and we have been taken well care of, and so I think they should have complied with that instead of trying to hide away, because by doing so they are risking not only themselves but a lot of other people as well.
Right. And what do you feel about the facilities we have given as an army? So small, resources less, but we have given maximum support. What do you feel about that? The facilities we have given?
I think, well, obviously it's not 5-star, but it's quite adequate, I think, and if I compare with other countries, they don't have these kinds of facilities on standby, which fortunately Sri Lanka has, partly because of the history of the country that these facilities were needed. And but if I compare with my own country, for instance, they don't have this kind of facilities for disaster preparedness and where they can put up people for quarantine. So they have more difficulty in organizing that.
Right. So thank you very much. Thank you for your views.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Cindy from Belgium. I got quarantined here after my flight from the UK. Now we've been treated very, very well here. Everybody from the army did their very, very best to provide us the best facilities. We got very good food every day. The medical staff took really good care of us. And every time we had questions or problems, they were there immediately here for helping us. So I would thank you very, very much, everybody from the army, from the medical staff. Thank you. Istuti. I'm going to carry the message to my country that Sri Lankan government takes very good care of their citizens, and they take very good measurements for Corona, much better than in Europe, in fact. So, well,
yeah, 2 weeks ago, not knowing where we were coming. However, we've been treated very well while we've been here. We've been accommodated by everybody, particularly with our different, perhaps, food tastes to Sri Lankans. And in particular, I'd like to say thank you to one of our neighbours who's helped us a lot with translating information for us.
And I'd like to add that we'd like to thank the Colonel for providing us with a fridge, which was very useful, and the Major for his wonderful service in providing incredibly good meals all the way through our stay and looking after us. And we feel that everybody who's worked here has been very helpful and concerned about us all the way through, and we're very grateful.